Hi! I thought I'd do something to camera because I haven't done one in a while and it's good to stay in practice. So here I am. Hi! What was I thinking about? What was I talking about? What was I thinking about? Right. How nice is too nice, right? Have you ever looked back on encounters with a friend or a relative or a colleague and thought to yourself that you didn't quite know it at the time, but it feels like, looking back, that they were kind of taking the piss? And I don't mean in a fun way. I mean in a kind of, you start to question their agenda sort of way. You know, too many little teases that seem to fall just the wrong side of character assassination and public humiliation. Too many instances of overhearing your name being whispered amongst other people, to be followed by suppressed laughter. You know, you begin to think to yourself, were any of this person's interactions with me really in good faith? What's the real dynamic here? You begin to think, have I been mistreated? And then you think to yourself, actually, no, I did notice it at the time. I did notice this pattern of behavior, but I didn't say anything about it. I let it go. I let it slide. I just kept cool. But you didn't keep cool, and you didn't let it go, and you didn't let it slide. You repressed. It festered, and you brooded about it. You know, you squashed that pack of rats into the cellar, where now, like for God knows how long, they've been gnawing at the foundations of your well-being, foundations which already may have been quite fragile in the first place. You're not secure, nor are you able to summon emotional security, because stress hormones are coursing through you, literally damaging your brain. And you think, wouldn't it have been a better idea to lose my cool a little bit back then, rather than lose it comprehensively, which you seem to be doing now? And yeah, that would have been a good idea, but you didn't do it. And the reason you didn't do it is because you want to be nice, and you want to be kind, and you want to be generous. But it's more than that. You want to be extra nice, extra kind, and extra generous. You have a condition, and its name is moral vanity. You know, you've bitten off more niceness than you can chew, and as a consequence, you've done yourself no favors, and now you're going to have to ask yourself very difficult questions about how nice you really are. Talking of the illusions of niceness, right? I just got interrupted by Taters bringing me a fucking mouse. You know, you love them, but then they just kill stuff. You know, but it's good. It's actually good that he's still got that hunting thing going on. Sign of a healthy cat. All right. Anyway, so I was thinking about this film called Dogville, right? In which Nicole Kidman plays the daughter of a organized crime boss, like a mob boss, and she takes off and runs away from home, basically runs away from the family because of objections to what they embody. Fair enough, okay? And so she takes refuge in this shitty town, where she intends to live in a way that manifests like the most kindness, the most givingness, the most empathy, the most consideration that a human being can manifest. And during the course of this movie, this kind streak is abused by the townspeople in ways that are just dazzlingly unpleasant, right? But in the end, spoilers, this is what happens in the end. right? So her father eventually finds out where she is. And they have a heart-to-heart. And he criticizes her for her values, for her value set. He says she's too forgiving, she's too lenient, and as a consequence, she sets the bar so low for the people around her that they fall into degeneracy. You know, her way of living is not actually doing the world any favors, and it's not doing any favors for the community, for the quality of the community. You know, her forgiveness, her kind streak, her attempt at being transcendentally good is a flaw, and it's harming the world in a way. At which point she says, all right, yeah, fair enough, I suppose we should kill all these people. So they kill all the people, you know, because Lars von Trier, including the children. But don't be too upset, because honestly, the children in this movie are just fucking cunts. They really are. So in order to hoist yourself out of this hellscape of regret, you know, where you feel you've let yourself be taken advantage of like too many times, more times than is healthy for your psyche, right? I probably wouldn't recommend a bloody blizzard of bullets as your next move, but you're still going to have to change things up a little. You know, you're going to have to build a value system that's a little bit more honest, a little bit more robust, you know, less prone to bullshit. You know, and that means asking the aforementioned difficult questions about what you can and cannot accommodate. And it's going to be difficult because in that process, you may uncover the fact that you're not as nice as you think. And people don't like that. No one likes to do that. No one likes to discover that they are not as nice as they think. But what that process will be towards, and this is a good thing if you can do it right, what that process will be towards is rounding off your personality, making you more honest intellectually, and improve your net benefit to the community, because you'll know your limits, you'll know your positions more thoroughly, and when you know exactly where your limits are, then it's easier to kind of move the posts a little if you should choose to do so, if you should want to choose to do so, and also you'll be painting a more honest picture to others of what it is you can and cannot accommodate, and as a consequence, your dealings with people will be just a little bit more towards truth. Okay, and now that's good. That's what you want. You know, you might not always do what Jesus does or do as Superman does, but you will be a more user-friendly human being. I think. That's the idea anyway. So, how nice is too nice? You don't know. It varies from person to person. What is generous to a fault? You don't know. But at this stage, you'll probably know at least that you are, in all likelihood, not too nice. By you, I mean, of course, me. Thanks.